Jury selection resumes today in the criminal trial of former President Donald Trump. He faces 34 counts of falsifying records to hide an alleged affair with an adult film star ahead of the 2016 election.
Trump has pled not guilty and has referred to the case as election interference. Jared Hill is live in New York City ahead of day 2 of this trial. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning, Wisdom and Annie. The day ended with former President Trump blasting the judge for requiring him to be in the courtroom every day, arguing that would make him miss other personal and legal milestones. Now on day 2, both sides here are back with this daunting task of seating a jury. After a full first day in his first criminal trial, soon former President Donald Trump heads back to a Manhattan courtroom.
It's a scam. It's a political witch hunt.
Trump emerged defiant after yesterday's historic proceedings, which ended without a single juror chosen. That's after 96 potential jurors out of a pool of hundreds were brought in, more than half of them excused, telling the judge they could not be fair and impartial.
Jury selection is not going to be easy in this case. Everyone in this country has an opinion of the former president. Some think he's a criminal and an insurrectionist. Others think he's a hero who's being treated unfairly.
Trump is accused of falsifying business records to hide payments former fixer Michael Cohen made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. Prosecutors say Trump directed the payments to cover up an alleged past affair with Daniels ahead of the 2016 presidential election. Trump has denied the affair and the charges.
This is a persecution like never before.
Yesterday, prosecutors asked the judge to hold Trump in contempt for violating a gag order over recent social media posts bashing Cohen and Daniels, both likely witnesses. A hearing is scheduled for next week. Trump has publicly said he'd like to testify in the trial, but it's unclear if his legal team will call on him to do so. This is the first of Trump's 4 criminal cases actually to go to trial, and with all the legal challenges around the others, it could be the only one of these cases that gets a verdict before the election. Guys, back to you.
All right, Jared, we heard him, one of the guys talking about it in the story about jury selection is going to be really difficult in this. So what can you tell us about the jury selection process and the criteria for potential jurors?
Yeah, so there is a pretty lengthy questionnaire that these jurors are being required to fill out, to answer here, Wisdom, and that includes questions like, have you been to a Trump rally? Do you follow former President Trump on social media? Ways that both the prosecution and the defense here are hoping to try and get to a jury pool of 12 jurors, as well as these alternates, who are going to be as impartial as possible. Again, it's pretty much a given that everyone in the country in some way, shape, or form knows who former President Trump is and has some sort of opinion on the former president. But the question is, can they still decide to rule impartially in this case? And that's going to be one of the big questions here.
There's a lot that goes into this questionnaire. Jared Hill, thank you for that from New York City.